Welcome to Unapologetic Radio. Before I start, I must give you my disclaimer. Please remember this channel is created for me to voice my own personal opinions and feelings on a variety of subject matters and to exercise my right to freedom of speech. Along this journey, I will share with you some of my own personal experiences. I am not racist, nor do I dislike any particular race, but I am and I will talk about race because race is a part of life. This show is not for kids. There will be a slight bit of profanity from time to time and topics that are not for them. Disrespect and negativity will not be tolerated. If you do not like my channel, just move on. If you do like my channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, and tell your family, friends, and coworkers all about unapologetic. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio. Our show today is going to be about dentists and what are their purpose? Why are they here? What do they do? And how they rip off the average American every single visit because I'm going through it. So, as I told you before, my show is about life experiences, things that I go through. So the people names of which I mention, it's not to defame their character. It is because they are the person that I had the situation with, and I am telling my story. So with that being said, let's get into it. So I have a dental issue that I'm dealing with. My back molder need actually chipped and it needs to come out. So I do not have dental insurance, which I think is pretty screwed up because of the fact of I do work in the medical field and I have been working the whole pandemic. I only got one stimulus check, but I got up and went to work every single day. And I can't even get dental work to get my mouth or anything that I got going on taken care of. So I feel some type of way about that. But needless to say, I was searching for a dentist and I came across these people right here. I'm not gonna say their names, but I'm just gonna show you what is my possession and I have the right to because it's mine. These are the people right here who I went and set an appointment with to get my tooth abstracted. I was clear when I said that I have a back tooth that is cracked and I wanted to get it removed. They assured me that they would do it. Well, needless to say, I go for the appointment and um, they seemed to be very nice. The dental assistant was more knowledgeable than the actual dentist. And she did everything. I began to think at some point that she was the dentist. I wish she was because I doggone sure would have went to her. But needless to say, she wasn't the dentist. She was just the assistant. But she answered all my questions, made me feel kind of comfortable. When a dentist came in, whose name I will mention because he was a dentist and he was my dentist. And that's part of the white list. If you guys don't remember what I said the white list was, you can always look it up online, but I will definitely tell you it now. The white list is actually um, a list of people and things considered to be acceptable and trustworthy. So the dentist is trustworthy, right? So that's why they make it to my white list. Well, anyway, um, the dentist's name was Javier Torino. I think I'm saying it right, or Torino. Um, who came in and he was very distant. He was very cold. For a dentist, somebody that you want that is gonna actually be in your mouth, something so personal. I felt like he could be very warm. His customer service skills was shot to shit. I'm telling you. Anyway, so he overtalked me a lot. He even told me that I had a cavity in the center of my bridge. Javi is a smart one, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. He was just brilliant. I mean, oh my God. I will refer everyone to him. Not. So I told him that I thought my bridge covered up a spot that was missing, which means I had a tooth that wasn't in the middle of where he said he claimed he seen this cavity at, and that he needed to take my bridge out and he needed to cut it in half and all. I mean, he just was like so thrilled about the stuff that he wanted or thought he was going to do to my mouth. So after the consultation with him, I had to wait for another 20 minutes and sit down and speak with a financial person. Because remember, I don't have dental, so they want to know how they're getting paid. Um, Tooth still in my mouth. He told me I had to come back because he wasn't going to be able to pull my tooth that day. Mind you, I made my appointment a week beforehand, so they had a week to prepare as professionals to do what the appointment was made. So government officials, health department, isn't that considered false advertisement? You baited me into an appointment because I said I needed an appointment for something specific, but you did not come through with the service. Cigna, Aetna, where are you guys? I mean, seriously, like dentists need to be more regulated because I'm telling you, they are the biggest scam artists out there. So, needless to say, when I sat down to talk to the financial person, she gave me this long drawn out list that the doctor said that I needed done to my mouth. That particular list came up to about $13,000. Mind you, I don't have insurance. They wanted to charge me $1,300 for a crown, not just one crown, but for about 7, about 9 crowns is what they wanted to charge me at $1,300 for. Um, Robbery. What are you charging me $1,300 for something that is no bigger than a dime? If you have teeth that are the size of a dime, that's a problem. But it's a tooth. I don't understand why do they charge so much. They cannot justify that, and they don't even use a lot of stuff in your mouth. Like they use tweezer size stuff in your mouth and they charge you $1,300. They use a laser gun in your mouth, something that just zaps. They hold it, they count down 20 seconds, and that's it. And they charge you $1,300 for that. The government should regulate that. Kamala Harris, where are you? You got beautiful teeth. You don't think that the rest of the Americans want beautiful teeth as well? Biden, where are you at with this? You regulate the health insurance, but no one regulates the dental insurance. Meanwhile, some dental carriers, you have to pay a $500 deductible or you got to meet a $1,000 deductible before the insurance actually kicks in. Then once the insurance kicked in, you're capped at about $3,000, $4,000. If they're charging me $1,300 and they want to put crowns in my mouth, how much do you think that how many teeth do you think that I'm actually gonna get fixed prior to my insurance running out? And this is what I'm talking about. This is the American way. We got people in other countries that are cutting through bushes, playing dead at night to get here. They get full benefits. You got to get locked up to get your mouth fixed if you're an American. I mean, once you locked up, they will do all your medical. I'm telling you, the prisoners in the United States is some of the most healthy prisoners in the world. Um, yeah, they do have they have their issues as well, but for the most part, they get medical, they get dental. I mean, I know people that have gotten locked up and they had no teeth and they come out and they have a full set of teeth, or they have missing one or two teeth and they come back and they have a full smile and they don't have a job. They're locked up. I'm so confused at how the United States thinks this is okay and no one is doing anything about it. Look, guys, if you are petitioning anything dealing with dentistry, please email unapologeticradioinfo@gmail.com. I'll repeat that, unapologeticradioinfo@gmail.com. I will be more than happy to sign your petition, help push your petition. I mean, because this is something that has to stop. Like, this is ridiculous. So anyway, I don't want to get off the story because I want you to I want to finish my journey, but yet I want to let you know I still haven't gotten the tooth pulled yet. Okay. So she tells me that to finance the $13,000, I can apply for some outside companies, a third party company that will finance me the money. She went on to say that there was only two of those, and that the one of them would approve just about anyone, no matter what your credit score was, and the other one was a little harder to get approved. I must, I know I forgot to tell you guys, she was your typical blonde hair, blue eyes, just know everybody, everything, however she judged you, she's correct. So I told her that I did not want to I did not want to apply for the lesser one. I wanted to apply for the one that was a little harder. So she kind of gave me a look, but she went ahead and put the application because she would have wanted to gloat in my face and if they declined me. But because she was judging a book by its cover, when she hit submit, it came back approved. Won't he do it? So don't ever judge a book by its cover. I am so tired of these blonde hair, blue eyed. Ooh, I'm telling you, I try to stay away from them. I really, really do. I really do. But they tend to pop up everywhere. Like they're like, oh my God, they're just like the gremlins. You know, you add water to them and they just sprout out everywhere. But moving on. So I got approved, and then she told me that she was scheduling my appointment to get my tooth extracted for a few days out, about 2 or 3 days out. 2 or 3 days pass. I go to the dentist. I'm already nervous. I'm all over the place. You know that I already told you that dentists give me anxiety. So I get there and the lady says, "Oh, well, someone was supposed to call you and let you know that we needed to reschedule your appointment because we overbooked." I know y'all heard in my earlier videos that I've worked in the hospital industry and I've done the administrative part. And the system actually gives red flags if you are overbooking appointments. I'm so concerned as to know why, if you apply for an appointment setter, a medical receptionist, they want you to take all these IQ tests and have um, all this medical experience, but yet they hire oxymorons such as herself that can manipulate the system to push through an appointment. This is why they think they are entitled and what they do and what they say is always right. Because the system should have given her a red flag by right that you are overbooking an appointment. But they wait till the day that I get there. Mind you, at this point, this is my second day of work that I'm missing, and the tooth is still in my mouth. So I come in, and the receptionist tells me, "Before you leave, let me see if I can squeeze you in." She manages to find an appointment an hour and a half out. So now I have to wait and be taunted in the dentist for 2 hours because I have to wait for an appointment that I rightfully had 2 to 3 days earlier. And someone could have called me then and told me that they needed to reschedule it. So I sit and I wait. Finally, I go back. When I go back, I'm sitting there. The dental assistant comes in. She's also happy, excellent again, excellent customer service. Dentist Javier sticks his head in and says, "Everything okay?" "Yes, everything's fine." He walks away. Then the financial person comes into the office, which I think it wasn't even her job to do. So you people, you need to train your people better. You need to train them to stay in their position. The dentist should have come in and told me that I'm an oxymoron and that I just looked at your charts when I had them days prior to your visit and seen that I am unable to pull out your molder, which is a tooth that is normally pulled out by a specialist. So she comes in, and the financial person is the person who tells me this. Mind you, she has no degree in dentistry. Really, she shouldn't even be talking to me about that because that was something that the dentist had to say. But Javier was so hell bent on keeping his professionalism that he couldn't even have the balls to walk in the room and to tell me that himself, probably for fear of what I would say. Because black women, we always hostile, so they claim. But when you taunt us and you do stuff like this is when you get a hostile reaction. But I was very professional and still kept my composure as the professional that I am. She comes in and she tells me this, and we begin to walk outside the office. She made sure she then again charged me the office visit. So at this point, I am now $168 in the hole, and my tooth is still in my mouth. I paid them for conversations. I paid them to look at me, but I didn't pay for the service in which I clearly stated that I needed both times I came in. So I need Biden and Kamala Harris to come together and make these dentists start refunding the money that is wasted on them just looking at us. That should be considered a free consultation since it's so much money in dentistry anyway, so they claim it's overpriced. I'm saying, why not give us that free consultation? But instead, you made sure you charged my card $84 twice to give me a round whopping 168 in the hole, and I haven't even gotten my tooth pulled. Following day, oh, before I left the office, she did tell me that the specialist that had to pull my tooth was coming in on the 19th, and that she would call me to schedule that appointment. Well, it is the 22nd, and I still haven't gotten a call yet, and I'm not even going to return. And I wouldn't suggest anyone else return. They are full of it, and I am here to tell you, they are full of it. They will waste your time, and I just want the government to get involved in it. But following day, another dentist calls me. I go in. I pay that dentist $82 for them to fucking look at me. Nothing else. I'm sorry. Again, this is not for children, but this is things that I'm going through. And I told you I'm going to share those experiences with you. So I go to another dentist. I'm not going to name them right now because I'm still filling them out for business and seeing how they are, but they referred me over to a cosmetic dentist that would put me to sleep for the procedure and could pull out my molder in the back of my mouth. But they did again charge me the $82 for that visit for them to sit and fucking stare at me, and that's my third day of work that I'm missing. So you have double that of my day's pay for 3 days of what I missed for dentists to waste my time. And this shit is legal, people. Like, they just can waste your time, and they so cocky and ignorant that it's ridiculous. If they had more regulations and more restrictions and more of an outline, they would have to think twice about how they handled their patients and how they handled situations. And I think the government needs to regulate better when it comes to stuff like that. But I go to this dentist and they refer me to another dentist, like I said, that can put me to sleep. I go to this dentist. That dentist charged me additional $82 to sit and fucking talk to me again. The tooth is still in my mouth. This dentist also, when I expressed in tears that I would really like this tooth to come out my mouth so that I can be comfortable and I can chew properly, the dentist got cocky and said, well, if you can't wait, you can go to someone else. I know my work is good. I'm going to tell you who that dentist is too, trust and believe. But I'm curious to see because I've seen his work. He is good, but it doesn't give him the right to talk to me any old kind of way or to um, base his voice as if to say, well, you can go somewhere else, because he just should have bluntly said, you can go somewhere else. But if I was that white lady with blonde hair and blue eyes, he would have catered to me and made sure I felt okay and secure and comfortable and that I went along with everything he said, and I couldn't leave the office with something like that going on and he had to take care of it, because that's the bullshit that they do for their own kind. But obviously I know I'm of a darker shade, so I get pushed to the side. And these are discriminations that are dealt with in medical. And everyone know I did this in one of my earlier videos that it's so much discrimination in healthcare when it comes to minorities, and it's ridiculous, and no one steps in. But yet they're quick to say that we have high blood pressure, we we have diabetes, anything that pump us with that medicine. But if it anything that consists of adding years to our lifespan, they will take that from us. They will make that so hard for us to get. Your mouth is very important. Your mouth can kill you. Your mouth can give you a disease if it's not treated. And for them to be putting this off as if this is something that can be taken lightly. My motor is next to the nerves in my mouth. So it can't be just brushed off. It needs to be addressed. And this is something, like I said, that I'm constantly battling. And I'm still battling it right now because no one has removed the tooth from my mouth. So if you guys have any dentists that are real dentists, true dentists to the profession. They're not going to burn holes in your pockets. They've done some excellent work. They've worked with you. They deal with people without medical because society isn't set up to give us beautiful smiles. They're just set up to pump us with high blood pressure, stress, and anxiety pills and things like that. Please let me know. Email me at unapologeticradioinfo@gmail.com. I'll repeat that. Unapologeticradioinfo@gmail.com. I would love to spotlight some really good dentists that really care about the people and what they need and understands how important that teeth are to your mouth. Um, right now, I mean, I'm really dealing with some people that I'm not in favor for. I'm not in favor for this dentistry because I believe that it is a ripoff. And they're ripping off good, honest, hard-working Americans that just simply want to smile. Well, that is it for me. I appreciate you tuning in to Unapologetic Radio. If you want to support the show, you can cash at me at thank you 092020. I'll repeat that. Thank you 092020. If you have any suggestions on any shows that you would like me to cover, any issues, anything you want me to talk about, or if you just have a comment about today's show, you can again email me at unapologeticradioinfo@gmail.com. Again, everyone who has cash at me already, thank you so much for all your support. It is greatly appreciated. Um, I'm so happy that you are taking this chance and embarking on this great opportunity and something that I've always wanted to do with me. So thank you. Until we see each other again, God bless and have a good one. I will see y'all soon. Bye bye.